All right, so just before we press play, you were like, "Oh, I'm going to show you this video about like the future of tech at Lockheed Martin," and coincidentally, I'm wearing my Las Vegas T-shirt. I wasn't even thinking about UFOs. I was just like, I'm just gonna wear this one, and then like now you're talking about UFO tech. So I have some other stuff, but like let's talk about UFO tech. Well, not UFO tech, like actual tech that's being moved right now. So what did you see in the Wall Street Journal?
Well, it's more like the pilots within the jets, right? Fighter
Mhm. Yeah,
jets
yeah.
controlling drones at the same time.
Okay, wait. So I'm going to tell you what I heard. I'm going to tell you what I heard from a podcast with like this defense guy on Sean Ryan, and you tell me if this is the same one. So, the guy that I was listening to, he said that the jets now you don't need the joystick. You know, before it's like if you watch Top Gun, you're trying to like catch them in the joystick, get them in the crosshairs. It actually tracks your eyes, so wherever you look is where the thing is now. Is that
No,
something you heard as well?
no, they didn't mention that about the eye
Okay, so
tracking.
it's just straight about drones.
Yeah, about drones and like instead of like on land people controlling the drones, where like there's a delay or whatever it is, right? Because you're on land, you're kind of like not in the fire,
Yeah.
while the fighter jets are there and they can control the drones as well as create like make the drones do the action to pull out other people, like because it's just a drone, in order for you to come behind and get them or something like that. Like different ways of
So
maneuvering and
like flank
attacking.
them. So like you'll make the drone go forward, and then like they'll chase the drone, but then you'll like come from behind.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, all right, cool. Wow, I'm pretty sure it's called like flanking. Okay,
Well, it is like
that's
flanking,
pretty
but then
cool.
it's like they are controlling the drones, right? So the fighter jets, so that they have like because they know what's going on in the air because they're right, they can see most of it, right? So that's like the future drone warfare is what they're talking about. Yeah.
Is the drone on the ship?
No, no, it's separate.
So it's like it's flying beside them?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen the Chinese one where it's like the drone is it's like a mothership and then it releases drones?
Yeah, but I'm sure they're probably all coming from the same thing, right? Like the boats or whatever. That's the I forgot what they called them.
Apparently, this one is like they didn't show it was like in Future Tech like the Instagram channel, but they didn't show like an actual image of it, just more of like a AI generation. But it's like a giant ship that like opens the side hatches and then drones like shoot out.
Hmm.
Crazy, bro. It's like it's almost like StarCraft. You remember that? Like remember
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
do you remember the actually this is a perfect example. Do you remember like Protoss? Like there's like Zerg,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Terran, and then
remember some of
Protoss.
those. Yeah.
Right, and then Protoss had this one giant ship, whereas like it looked like a giant
Oh,
like
right. Yeah. Hmm.
blimp, and then like little airplanes would come out and shoot around it, and
Hmm.
they'd fly back into the ship. It's almost like you're doing that now. Like, why are we in the future of like, video games now? You know what I mean? Like,
That really
we're
is. Yeah, it really is. Yeah,
right,
yeah. I mean, them controlling a drone. Those are all video game methods, right?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But who like with the eye tracking one? It's like, of course that'd be way better. Like, why are you going to use a joystick to try and catch it with your like hand-eye coordination? Why don't you just look at it and then it targets it? You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but sometimes I get that, but I don't know if that's always going to be a working thing. Like, not what I mean. Working thing
No,
is
no.
that
They said they use it though.
no, no, no. I'm saying they can use it. They're probably testing all sorts of things. I'm not saying that they're not having
True.
these sort of things, but it's like where does it actually work well or not? Because if you are looking around, that doesn't necessarily mean you want to go in that direction, right?
True. Yeah, that's true. I see what you're saying. Like you might mess yourself up. Like you get like distracted by like a bird. You're like, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Fair. Yeah, I was listening to like speaking of this whole like drone warfare stuff. I was listening to Tim Burchett on Tucker Carlson, and he asked about the drones that were over New Jersey because they're being seen all over the world now, right? Like in Denmark and like some other place. Forgot where it is. And he was saying that he believes that the New Jersey drones were Chinese made. And like you heard that before, that like it could be China that's doing this, and the reason why they don't want to out it is because like if you say that it's like from China, that's like an act of war. You're literally invading their space, like their airspace, and they can't do anything about it. So like that's why they didn't technically want to name it, or else you're like calling war on it.
Hmm.
But like Tim Burchett saying like I'm pretty sure they're Chinese. I'm like, dude, what tech is going on right now? You
No,
know
I
what I
think
mean?
I think there's a lot of, because it's new tech, and especially around the Denmark thing and everything, in the Germany airport that happened. It
Mm.
seems like there's ways that they're trying to find, like adversaries are trying to find ways of what are their limitations
That's what he
within
said about the
within
Chinese drone.
within drone warfare. So it could be the Russian drone, because remember there was a Russian thing that happened around, I think, Finland crossing into the NATO borders, so that caused like a ruckus too.
Oh,
To
really?
f-
Eh?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was like a few weeks back, but they're trying to confirm even with the Germany thing if that's Russian related.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, it's like with all this stuff, you're getting like caught up with UAPs and stuff like that. I really don't think, like, let's really think about it. If they're coming from a different star system, if they are UFO, like if they're extraterrestrials, it's like they would just crush you if you had that kind of technology. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Like if you can travel like advanced star systems, like, bro, we can't even do that. You know?
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's like, how do you know that they can just crush you with their tech, or like overtake us? You know, when they're like, oh, mothership's coming, like with the 3i Atlas, and like, oh, mothership's coming, they're going to take over the Earth. It's like, dude, they would have done that already. Actually, Stephen Greer said that. I think I talked about it in the last podcast. Like Stephen Greer was like, if it was an actual mothership of advanced capabilities, why is it moving so slow? Because they
Well,
can like
yeah,
jump.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I
No,
mean?
I get
So
that.
like,
Yeah, yeah. But it could be. I mean, it's not that. It's not that it is. So even if we send something out, I was like thinking about it. I was like, is there a chance like anything can be like moving that slow or just going in that direction, right? Just following gravity kind of thing. It could
yeah,
be just satellites. Like we send out a satellite. Like that's not going to maneuver around, right? It's just going in a direction.
fair. No, totally, totally. But like, why does it look like a comet, bro? Like, I haven't
Yeah,
seen
yeah, yeah, yeah,
anyone
exactly.
else.
Yeah. Everybody else is saying it's. Everybody is saying it's a comet.
Like everyone's saying it, bro. It's crazy. If you don't
Yeah.
believe in psyops, that's crazy because it's like, dude, it's just one guy. Everyone's saying it's just a comet, but this one guy, and you're like overly fixating on him. But to go
But
back to
he's
it, it's like,
always, but he's always been in that direction, right? He's always been that outlier. Nobody
yeah,
really
like
believed
Yeah,
him. Yeah,
totally.
yeah, yeah, right. So he's just
But
getting more of
them,
his credibility or his name out there to sell more books, I guess.
totally, totally, totally. But not to say that it's not, um, like the book thing. All right, not to say it's a conspiracy, but some things are lining up, which are kind of freaky. Like, we know that Epstein was really into Harvard. Avi Loeb's also from Harvard. We know that Israeli intelligence is like really good at their stuff, and like Avi Loeb is Israeli. So you're just, I'm not saying he's like a spy or like a plant or anything. I'm just like, that is kind of weird. There's so many things, and like, why is the media overly fixating on him? You know, it's like
But
all these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know that Harvard's compromised. We know that Israel is like really good at their like spy ops, and then um, and then the media is like a part of the CIA, like Project Mockingbird, like they infiltrate the media, the
mhm.
CIA.
But
So
I
you're
don't
just
see
like
this more in the mainstream media.
CNN and stuff.
Yeah.
No, but like Fox News, like it's all right. So Fox News, right? So you're just like, are you playing to like? Remember we said like 60% of Americans have like a lower than sixth grade reading level. So it's like, are you playing to them? And then you're just gonna like create panic, and nobody else is thinking outside the box because these are all in like alternative news sources, Fox News. He's on Fox News. I'm like, dude, what are you doing, bro? But
No,
like Fox
the
News, we know is like,
yeah, we've been
yeah,
on that for a long time, right? But I feel like
yeah, yeah.
that's because the audience is generally in that direction. They have to go that way.
Right, right, right. But is it like you're just making, like, okay, there's two ways to do it. You're like, okay, this person is really gullible. So you're either going to play on their gullibility or you're going to educate them. You're like, hey, bro, it's not really that.
Hmm.
Steer them in the right direction. But because you're playing to their gullibility, it's like, okay, maybe you're selling it for ads, or maybe you know that you can like manipulate them, but it's like, bro, you're
No, but
manipulating them.
that's yeah, that's the problem, right? When they call it news, it's not actually news; it's punditry, right? It's all public opinion. It's public.
Right.
It's opinionated pieces. That's what it is. When it's
Okay, but
actual, like if you go to the actual like 5 o'clock news, like when it's just actually just news, there's no It's just they're just reading whatever's the information. That's all.
Right. Totally, totally. So it's like, but how many people know that? You know what I'm saying? They're like,
Mm-hmm.
no, it's on news. It's Fox News. It's called news, bro. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And then you're just like, are they being played? Are those people being played? It was on like GameStop. It was on Hot 97. It was on Complex. It was on World Star.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like all, like the UFO mothership thing. It's just like, but nobody's highlighting. Here's what's crazy. TMZ put out that video with Jeremy Corbell, and it's been circulating the internet where Jeremy's like, they're gonna try and psyop you into believing that it's a mothership that's coming. And then Avi Loeb started to say the Three Eye Atlas. How come nobody's going back to that? Like some people are like in the UFO community, they keep reposting it. I'm reposting it too because I'm like, it just seems like the best thing you could do right now. Be like, hey, dude, he said we're gonna try and be psyoped. So like, how come the news isn't like Fox News isn't like, remember when you said that we were in a psyop? Like, is this the psyop?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like they're not following up with anti versions of this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like they want you to believe this.
Yeah, I'm sure
And
that
you're like, why?
some of them want you to believe it just because they're going to keep they can keep talking about it, right? If they just say which a lot of them did, even the IGN when I read that article, they're saying it's a
IGN too.
comet, yeah, right.
But
If you
that
read
was
through
the
the article,
headline.
well, the
But the
headline's always
headline
going to
was,
be a headline, right? Because you're dealing with a new world for many years now, the
mm,
social media world of headlines that actual facts or actual information is if you actually read the thing. Most people are not, right? That's the problem.
right. And it's like like Avi Loeb himself said it was like a 4 out of 10 on the reality of it
Mm-hmm.
being like a UFO. But like he's on these news podcasts, like we can't discount it. And there was also this one, so like it went behind Mars or something like that, like recently.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then they can't track it anyways because it's behind Mars, right? So they're like, oh, NASA, all the space agencies around the world stop tracking it. And I was like, what are you guys saying? And I read the comments, they're like, they stop tracking it because it's a waste of resources. You can't track it behind another planet, so you can't see it. So they're shutting down the tracking for now. And
No,
then
I don't know. That's the correct information.
oh, even that's not real? Oh, so why did they shut it
Uh,
off?
they are tracking it, right? First,
Oh, so why do people say like, oh, they're not tracking it?
there are satellites around Mars that have tracked it. European agencies are releasing that information because they're active, while the NASA stuff is they do have it information, but they can't get it out because no one can work because the government shut down.
Interesting. See, there you go. See how they're playing it, bro. Like, what is this?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
so
saying?